Bugzy!
Drove past my mum's old house on Berry New Road, the one she got evicted from. Went to McDonald's, ordered a cheeseburger and chips on an addicted one. Then I heard, can I get a picture? Stood there and I took 15 pictures done with 15 different kids. I was there on the phone but I left tongue twisted done. If I was to talk to you about my intention now, is to take the gifts that I've been given and elaborate on them, take it to the next level. So my intention is to become my best self and lead by example. This one brought me to my knees because I needed to confess. When you've been a wild child, you got plenty on your conscience. They don't sing your praises because convos can get responses. I just keep on speaking regardless, I do the longest. I started off confronting my demons, but they were monstrous. Then I became the monster, started acting bonkers. Heartbreak connected to pounds, so then I got hundreds. Turn them into thousands, that's robberies from hundreds. I had to say it all, that's why I'm dropping to my knees in case I had to crawl. Ran before I learned to walk, sang before I learned to talk. Middle fingers up, I'm screaming fuck the law. Like I'm a Tupac Shakur, so many times I snapped a jaw. Last time we spoke about me seeing my potential, I was broken, couldn't afford the rental on my residential. When I wrote them first tapes, I was still struggling with my mental. When I listen back now, I wish I wrote them with a pencil. When your heart feels like anybody's heard my music, they'll know that, you know, I'm singing about the troubles that I've been through. And there was just times there where I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it, you know, psychologically. I wasn't sure if I was going to get through, but I didn't give up, and I didn't give up on my dreams, and I didn't give up on the people that love me. When I was sat in my bedroom making mixtapes, I was seeing this guy's videos and his voice and his style I found very captivating. So it's been a pleasure and an honor to have made a song with this guy. I'd like to bring him to the stage, JP Cooper, everyone.
And if you wanna know something about us, the heart's in our chests that's full of northern love. And even when we're broke, we'll always have enough. We're far from ordinary people. We're far from ordinary.
Okay, what did they expect? They expect us to fail this test. They think we're broken, we're not. Like we're gonna watch our parents stress. No chance. More time our parents are broken up anyway. There's no romance. And the car's been sold, and that's cause there's no keeping up with their finance. What did he want us to do? Skip down the road to the job center and just hold hands? It's not easy out here. Depression's a killer, especially when you got no plans. Pain on a daily basis. Would you not grab the painkiller with both hands? The painkiller's weed and liquor, strong enough to wipe out the whole gang. Before my career had sort of taken off, and there was 5 years where I was writing about the things I was going through, you know. And in them 5 years, there was 2 of them years where I was depressed. And I started to just make music and talk about the way that I felt and what it was that had made me feel that way. I guess it just became like a therapy almost, a moment to be at one with myself. I didn't think anyone would hear that music, you know, because nobody was listening at the time.
That you're happy, you were very wrong with that one.
I was quite wrong, but it turns out that sometimes in a career journey, there can be a long period of time where nobody cares and it's not happening. So then when people did hear the music, it was a strange feeling because I felt very vulnerable because I sort of made it for me to listen to, hoping I would get a career. But then when people did actually start taking in the story, I found it a little bit overwhelming. So they take shots at my ego, but I got a built-in stab-proof vest. I've been stabbed in the back so much, I'm like Jesus in the Passion of Christ. I was sat counting about 25. I got delusional, the Queen started talking. I was like, Queen, why is everyone boring? She said politics are boring, cause they saw propaganda and comes down to the fact that money's more important than poverty. Feeding the poor, the rich get rich, we get ignored. Middle-class people that have done everything what the government told them, struggle to pay bills. When they go to the bank, says their account's been frozen. Said damn right, I'm taking doors off hinges. Running in through the hallway, holding a big boy sword like a Viking, but I never been from Norway. Anybody comes at me, I stick it right in, cause I don't do foreplay. I make a man bleed thick, so it looks like tomato puree. You're looking at Bugzy Malone, every video's a new part of my story. I was born back in 1990, so now we're on about episode 40.
Make some noise for Bugzy Malone! People still don't realise the importance of your breakthrough and what you've done to the game, how you changed and shifted culture. And one thing that no one can ever take away is that it's been documented.
I built an empire and I've been ruthless with it. Imagine Will Smith without Jada Pinkett. I'm Dr. Dre, I do science in my lab jacket. but love's just not scientific. And if I really am that prolific, and by prolific I mean if I really am the asset. Wait, let me be specific. If I'm the one that's gonna drive a message home through dialogue or even through a poem, let me know. Right place.
This is just part of the journey. This is version 2.5. He won't finish to this version 10. And this is just a part of that legacy. There's not many people that have done what he's done in terms of business. Fuck the music thing. Like, as a man, how he supported his mum, his family, how he's become the man that he's become today. Like, he's a very different person to the person that I met. When I met him, he was very rough, raw. Like, he was, like, some people probably wouldn't want to meet him. It's the truth. It's the truth. But I saw past that and saw what I believed he could be with the right influence, the right guidance, and he's done that on his own. Like, I take no credit for that. He's become the man he's become today because he wanted to become that man. And that, in its own right, is sensational. Some real history right here, man. Some real fucking history.
Yeah, white, black and brown in the ghetto that raised me. I used to wear Batman PJs as a baby. 25, I bought a matte black Lamborghini. Back when 210 was just an 8 for my savings. Now 210's just a crate full of trainers. An axe under the bed, 50 on my calculator. You need crocodile teeth in a pool full of gators. We lived in a crop, but we didn't grow potatoes. I ran it like a shop, we had workers, wages. Bagging up, we'd watch gangster movies from the 80s. Paid in full, had me hustling for status. New Jack City, had me living hella dangerous. I've gambled with my life, but I've never been to Vegas. I jumped out with an axe, but it never made the papers. The great British dream broken down into stages. Stage 1, make it, maintain it. So I take inspiration from lots of different places. I find that if you're in a particular field, it's good to take inspiration from different areas, so you're not trying to follow a blueprint that's already been done. I'm trying to be a pioneer. I'm not interested in being a follower, right? So I've been inspired by the greats, but I'm talking like Diego Maradona, you know, Pele, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, and people like that. Just, in fact, Muhammad Ali, I'm gonna say, was sort of the main sort of somebody that I looked to and took a lot of inspiration from. Fragrance is one of these things that it's a must. I'm interested in the opportunity to communicate with the audience about sort of key things that I found have helped me in my life. I look through my journey. I looked at the beginning and having nothing, and I had the intention of being in situations like these. It felt like the right word.
What sort of emotion were you trying to spark with your scent? When people spray it, how do you want them to feel?
Strong and confident. There's a war going on outside in life, you know. Life is a battlefield, and depending on how strong you actually are, life can pull you down, or you can pull your way up in life. So strength, confidence.